Hello and welcome to this special episode of Electronic Cafe Celebrates, where, as you know, Mark and myself look at albums that are 40 years old in this particular year. So we're looking back at 1986, and one gem that I want to talk about with my good buddy is this. It's Black Celebration, the fifth studio album by Depeche Mode, released on the 17th of March by Mute and Sire Records in the US. It was recorded in London and Berlin, produced by Depeche Mode, Daniel Miller and Gareth Jones.
Black Celebration was the third album in their Hansa Studios trilogy, and it came just 18 months after the Some Great Reward album. And let's not forget, between the two albums there was also two non-album singles released, Shake the Disease and It's Called a Heart.
At the prompting of Miller, the band recorded the album using the Live the Album ethos, which was an inspiration by film director Werner Herzog. But obviously this led to considerable tension between the band and both Miller and Jones, resulting in neither Miller or Jones being involved in the production of subsequent Depeche Mode albums. Obviously, too many cooks, I guess.
I recall the first time that I played the album, and from the moment the needle hit the groove of the opening track, Black Celebration, I knew something was different. This is an album that was a step up, and Depeche Mode embracing the dark with total conviction, transforming their earlier SynthPop into brooding, cinematic and emotional anthemic electronics.
Let's have a black celebration. Black celebration tonight. To celebrate the fact that we've seen the back of another black day.
You see, Black Celebration is considered by critics as the start of a 4-album series of well-regarded DM albums, and continuing with Music for the Masses, Violator, my personal favourite, and songs of faith and devotion.
For the first time, Alan Wilder's influence was really pivotal in shaping the sound that began with Some Great Reward. But Black Celebration is dark and immersive, and elevating both Depeche Mode and Martin Gore's brilliant songs into densely layered, emotionally charged productions rather than just synth pop sketches.
3 years after its release, Spin ranked this as the 15th greatest album of all time. And Radio X in 2011, it's cited as one of the most influential albums of the 80s. Even Nine Inch Nails' Trent Reznor later cited Black Celebration as a source of inspiration for his album Pretty Hate Machine.
Alan Wilder played a major role in the sound design and programming, pushing sampling techniques, industrial textures and unconventional rhythms, giving the album its brooding atmosphere. Black Celebration is recognised as the album where Alan Wilder really opened his shoulders and where his studio precision fully clicked, laying the groundwork for what was coming.
According to Rolling Stone journalist Rob Sheffield, Black Celebration was an instant classic for the band's fans, which was utterly ignored by everybody else at the time. I remember it wasn't getting favourable sort of reviews everywhere, only in patches. But at the time of its release, it was utterly ignored by everybody else, bar Depeche Mode's fans, of which obviously Mark and I were one of, and remain so to this day.
This album, plus the 4 brilliant singles, Stripped, A Question of Lust, A Question of Time, and But Not Tonight, defined their sound, and it pushed the band into a different orbit. And of the 11 songs, 4 are sung by Martin Gore, the most he's ever sung on an album. Personally, I can't underestimate the brilliance of this record.
In 2019, Classic Pop magazine said that with Black Celebration, Depeche Mode created a tech-noir future dystopia that glitters in the gloom. I think that's a really good way of summarising this album. Yes, Mr. Gore went a bit darker than previous stuff, but it set the tone for what was to follow. And if you haven't heard it, check this album out. It's an absolute classic. Happy Anniversary, Black Celebration by the mighty Depeche Mode.
get to you first before they do. It's just a question of time before they lay their hands on you and make you just like the rest. I've got to get to you first. It's just a question of time. Though we may be the last in the world, we feel like pioneers, telling hopes and fears to one another. And oh, what's a feeling inside of me? Apologies for all you seem to get from me. Just like a child, you make me smile when you care for me. And you know, it's a question of trust. It's a question of trust. It's a question of not letting what we've built up crumble to dust. Close, naked, skin on skin. Tears are falling, tears of joy. Her first boy, his first girl, makes a change in a world full of nothing. Though it's not love, it means something. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me hear you speaking just for me. Let me see you stripped down to the bone. Let me hear you crying just for me. Let me see you. As a picture of herself, she's a picture of the world, a reflection of you, a reflection of me. And it's all there to see if you only give in to the fire within. Just like a game. Just for a day, on a day like today, I'll get away from this constant debauchery. The wind in my hair makes me so aware how good it is to live tonight. And I haven't felt so alive in years. Sometimes, only sometimes, I question everything. And I'm the first to admit, if you catch me in a mood like this,